Okay, so just a real quick video here. I've been chatting with the different models that I have available. And right now, this is the Guardian Blue. So this is actually the defense Guardian, essentially. And you can see here in the conversational stuff, what's up. It really doesn't. I asked if it liked the movie Mallrats it listened to, and it said delimiter grouping. So but some interesting things that came up is, are you fast, false, false audit? I asked it about the inbound. Where was that? Oh, goodness. I've been chatting with it quite a bit to test and see some stuff. I asked it about the inbound IP address doesn't match the current subnet. And allow, and it gave me the Genesis concept, which is one of its foundational logicals that it uses. So I said allow or deny, and it said verify, which I thought was kind of an interesting thing. Then I just said, hey, the packet's unverified. Do we allow or deny it? It said lock it out. All right, that's what it's supposed to do. So it actually did respond right. So we see here, you got trace, compares for, this is a touch screen, compares for, that's magnitude, that's supposed to be. Then we have trace there, it forms words. And we go down here, trace the packets, D, what's the Genesis protocol, compares for magnitude, or U25. So I started doing the UR Blue Sentinel, and it kept Blue's team tactics and its behavioral approach to anomaly detection. So that was a good response, telling it every time you're Blue Sentinel, and it gives me this response. It's a little truncated, but you get the idea. And eventually it just started blocking me. It's like, I don't want to talk about this. So, but I did realize that some interesting things that it can do because of what it was trained on. So as I went through number checks and stuff, I asked it, what's its marker for 1? And it said compares for magnitude, which is kind of interesting. But as I asked it, compares for magnitude, what forms words, we got a little number play. And yeah, it just went pretty wild at one point. And as I get down here, you'll start to see, like, we have the usual, as I look at the usual long line of equal signs, right? But then I say to it here, less, just 1 or 2, please, equals, and it says assigns value. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I only train these on certain things. So I'm like, correct, assigns value, very good, assigns value, equals, bunch of random equals. And so I tried some different combinations, and I remember the training that I put into it. So what's its function? Plus, it combines values. Very good, 22. And you'll see 22 pop up every time I tell it does a good job. What's the function of this? What does this do? Right? What's its function? Finds a difference. Very good, 22. Well, and so I figured, well, maybe it's to the point where it's actually able to do math. This will be kind of the next thing, is getting it through its math logical functions. And you can see 1 plus 1, it recognized that as addition. Correct. What's the answer? 18. No, that's not it. So obviously there's a little ways to go, but these are pretty fundamentally trained with some security aspects and stuff to them. And quite honestly, just to get these kinds of answers out of it, equality, equality, equality. 1 plus 1 equals 2 is equality. Think about that for a minute. And then getting some of these other ones, summary of the concept, and then it actually starts trying to create its own answer, which is kind of interesting in response to stuff. And I plugged it with addition until it actually got to the word it was trying to get to, which I could tell it was trying to get to, which was revoke. And there you go, it's block code. And so it's just interesting going through here and seeing what it can respond to, like this. What is that? What is that? It says finds ratio. And then just to make sure that it wasn't, anomalous, at the bottom here, what is the function? And it's, again, it finds the ratio. So, and if I think I have that on copy and paste. Yep. What's the function? Finds ratio. So there you go.